Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to To Be Determined. In today's video, I finally got my Jade Dragon all the way up to level 200, plus made a ton of work towards maxing out all the attributes in the game. So if you guys want to see me max that out in the future, make sure to drop a like on this one, smash the sub button if you haven't already. We're closing in on 30,000 subs for red names, so every little bit helps. But without further ado, let's jump into it. I have done a lot of grinding on this update, but it is about to pay off big time because at the moment, we are currently 41% to level 506, ranked 128th in the world. But that's all going to change hopefully after this next tree. I think this is the last one right here. And no, one more. Okay, this should be it then. Please. There it is. Heart of the Forest tier 7. 2 tokens of the forest and skyblock level 506 because we got 130 XP for that. So we are now maxed on Heart of the Forest. We still got to grind out some trees though because I do have a lot of powder to get. We are at 7 million, but I still got 50 XP to get from getting powder to 12.5. So we got 5 million more powder to go. So it's going to take a little bit. All right, so not quite top 100. We're 106th, which, I mean, is still 70 levels better than I was before this update came out, but it's not top 100, so we got some work to do. All right, we should be able to max out quite a few shards here. So first off, claim that, and then we're going to buy 1 crow, and that should be enough for us to get, first off, big sharpening 10, and also I had enough Taurus shards to get maximal torrent 10 as well. So that's 2 more shards max, puts us 82% to level 507. Ladies and gentlemen, that is tree gifts milestone 7 for fig, which means we've done 5,000 fig tree gifts and we don't need to do any more. We still got a long ways to go with mangrove though. So we got 1644 out of 5k for mangrove, so that's going to be a little bit on that, but we will be going for that at some point. Currently we are 90% to level 507, so should be hitting that level before too long. All right, that's another shard maxed. Strong arms 10 from bamboo leaf, so we get extra sweep on our axe throws, puts us 91% to 507. Let's go. Hunting 25, skyblock level 507 off of that, and that puts us 1% to level 508. Dude, let's go. If we fuse ghosts with lapis zombies, we can get a ton of lapis skeletons, and I wish there was like a button to just spam it until you were like completely done with it, or just like set an amount to fuse would be nice, because I'm just gonna have to click this for a very ridiculous amount of time. It'll be worth it eventually. I think I might have gone a little overkill actually, but we claim 44 right there, and then we need just a little bit more. Boom. There we go. So that is Bone Font level 10. 20% extra chance of finding level 6+ books or higher in super pairs. So that's 10 skyblock XP for that. Puts us, should be 11% to 508. But I think I've gone slightly overkill on these because I didn't realize we were going to be getting 2 per fusion. So if it would have been a little less than that, I would have been able to calculate it correctly, probably. But it's all good. So I should need to make like a lot of these. I don't remember how many. I need 24 of the lapis skeletons, or 24 of the lapis creepers, these guys. So if I just go ahead and combine these up real quick that we have right now, that should be enough for 18 of those. We need 5 more, so that's Book of Wisdom 9. Goodness, there it is. Book Wisdom level 10, which gives Enchanting Wisdom. Very, very nice. So that puts us 19% to level 508. I think if we swap lobbies, should update that. No? I think we should be higher than 19, but maybe not. I guess we just got 9 XP from those because I already had them unlocked, but still. That's cool. And that is the Megalith shard, which we can go ahead and claim just like that. Hunter's Karma 10. So that's another attribute maxed. Gives us an extra hunter fortune and puts us at 20% to level 508. Ladies and gentle gamers, if we do 1, 2, 3, that is enough for us to get 2 can level 10, which is why not more. Your pet's XP share grants extra XP. That puts us 39% to level 508. All right, boys, time to max out another shard. Sparrows with ghosts for Falcon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that is enough for us to get battle experience 10% more XP from combat, which gives us 49% to 508, and hopefully we're a little higher ranking than this says. All right, that is enough Quake shards to max that out. So Stolen Elemental 10 gives us an extra strength. So we're now 56% to level 508. All right, fellas, it is time. Combine Coralot with Verdant to get our last 2 newts. And that is decent karma level 10. So we get 20 hunter fortune towards common attributes now. That's a pretty big deal. That's going to help us a lot with hunting a lot of these things. But that puts us 57% to level 508. We should now be able to fuse all of our sparrows with all of our spikes and get condors up to their max. I might actually have gone a little overkill once again because I didn't realize it fused into 2. So that's a little bit of a rip, but I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to use these spikes and other things for other stuff later. So it's not too bad, but there we go. Pet wisdom 10. So we get +5 taming wisdom and fully maxed on that. So we are 77% to level 508 now. We now have the materials to be able to get Leviathan level 10, which is excellent karma. So we get 10 extra hunter fortune against epic attributes. And we are now 91% to level 508. I spent way too much money on sparrows today. But that is Kiwi's maxed, which is going to give us Cat's favorite level 10. So Cat takes 10% less time to upgrade a pet. Not really going to help us considering we have all the pets in the game maxed out now, but it's all right. We are 93% of the way to level 508 now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now SkyBlock level 508. Let's go. So we are now 0% to 509, but very close to the top 100 once again. I don't think this leaderboard upgrade is going to get us there, but very, very close. I've been waiting on this because it's been bugged for a long time, but we can now claim the foraging level cap. Boom. So that puts us up to foraging 54, which is the current max in the game. 30 skyblock XP for that, 1,000,000 coins, 2 strength, and 4 foraging fortune. So if we go ahead and do a little lobby hopping, that puts us 44% to level 509. Hopefully a bit higher on the ranking, but I doubt we've reached the top 100 yet. Ladies and gentle gamers, I have chopped a decent chunk of mangrove trees now as well. So that means once this tree is down, there it is, mangrove level 6. So we get 1 skyblock XP for that and some foraging XP and 2 sweep as well. So we will gladly take that. So now we just got to get to the last level, which is going to be a little bit harder. We're only halfway there. So we got 2,500 trees to chop, but hopefully by the time we're done with that, we will also be done with our forest whispers. So we're basically at 9 million forest whispers now. So hopefully by the time we're done with those trees, we'll be at the full 12.5 million that we need for the skyblock XP. And there's Echo of Sharpening 10. Finally got that one done from Geckos. Puts us 64% to level 509. That is another shard maxed. Boom. Panda Ride 10. So we now get the max foraging fortune from that. So be able to upgrade our Jade Dragon a little bit faster. Ladies and gentlemen, max Sylvans. So we now get 2 extra health off of that. Let's go. But more importantly, we don't have to use Sylvans ever again. So that is another shard max. So we are currently standing at 105 out of the 100, and I think it's technically 173 attributes max because you can't actually use chameleons. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. Only got, what, 68 total fusions to go. This is the dumbest purchase in the world right now. Goodness, 105 million coins for a common attribute, bro. That's so insane. But our pets gain more XP from Fan. Super helpful. That puts us 97% to 509. There we go. Great Karma 5 gets us extra hunter fortune against rare attributes, and more importantly, level 509. So we are now 1% to level 510. Hopefully we've moved up instead of down in the global ranking, but we'll just have to see. And that's the last pair of crop beetles that we need. So we're now crop bug 10. Increase the odds of finding crops, squashies, or fermenters by 20%. Pretty decent, except I'm never farming again. So 8% to 510. We will take that. Finally got enough Bambloon shards to be able to claim that. So there it is. Animal expertise 10. I really should have gotten this one a lot sooner, but the blue shards do take a little bit to gather. especially when you got to get so many of the base panda bear shards. But there it is, 100 foraging fortune for that. So we are now 18% to level 510. There it is, Jade Dragon level 200. Holy cow, that thing took a long time to level, but that does mean that we can now apply what I have saved in here for him, the minus relic. So current stats that we are getting as far as sweep and foraging fortune, we're getting 1216 fortune and 459 sweep. If we apply this right here, we are now getting 1234 fortune and 460 sweep. Yeah, that's it's not that helpful, but let's see what happens if I like declaim him and reclaim him. We do get 3 pet score for that, so we're now 28% to level 510. Oh man, now we are back to only leveling our second Gregory, and he is taking his sweet time. And that's enough Python shards to be able to max it out. So Hunter's Pressure 10, Black Holes capture creatures 20% faster, and we get 1 Skywalk XP for that, so that puts us 37% to level 510, and that is mainly because I've been working a lot on our powder. So we're at 11.2 million with only 11 XP left to get from the last 1.3 million Force Whispers that I gotta get. Alright, I've been working on maxing out this attribute for quite some time now, but we're gonna buy our last bit bug right there and go ahead and claim it. So we have Cookie Eater level 10. We get 50% of our booster cookies up front. So what that means is, you can see on the right side I have 575 bits right now. We go ahead and buy 1 booster cookie and grab that. Boom. We immediately get half of the bits. So we got 5,837 bits immediately upon eating that. So that just gives us so much every time we eat booster cookies. So it'll help me a lot with being able to get my Kismet feathers immediately whenever I need them. And there's Infection 10. I think this one is from Magma Slugs. So I've been putting my traps in lava on the Crimson Isle. So been catching a lot of the lava sea creatures in those, so another one maxed out puts us 48% to 510. All right, fellas, thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, as always, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button if you haven't already, and also if you like the background music, make sure to check that out. There's links in the description. I write all the background music for videos and streams myself, so you can just look up To Be Determined on whatever store you listen on, or again, use the links in the description. But I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.